Butler with the Audubon Society. I have one goal in life. My goal in life is to get as many people as I can, to help as many birds as I can, to be as healthy as they can. And so that's what I'm trying to do. And if you want to learn something, if you don't want to listen to me, I've got literature that kind of repeats it and will give it away. One thing I want to ask of every one of you is to give your birds back their houses. Every one of you live in a house that was at one time a forest. And before it was a forest, there were a lot of birds that live in there. Now that you've built your house, they're gone. One thing you can do to help birds is to give them back their home. I have here a couple of ideas for you. One is to build a birdhouse and erect it near your home. This is a birdhouse that's designed for an owl. It was made out of a log that was taken from my son's fireplace logs. And we built that, hanging up in a tree up high, and owls can live there. Now this nest is about right for a screech owl. One of the large owls could not live in it. So you can make a house that way. A more conventional house is this kind of birdhouse. This birdhouse, interestingly enough, was made out of recycled lumber. This lumber came from a house that was being torn down. So don't buy new wood. You can go to Little Rock this afternoon and find thousands of board feet that you can make your birdhouse out of where the tornado hit. And they'd like for you to take it away. So give the birds back their houses. Build a birdhouse that can be opened so that you can clean it out. Build a birdhouse that has a ventilation in the top of it. Build a birdhouse that has a place where urine and other liquids that get in the birdhouse can drain out and be of some use. And so hint number one is give them back their house. Number two is feed them. If you want birds, you've got to feed them. And today you have a great chance. The best way to feed birds is to plant native plants that grow seeds and fruits that the birds can eat, and that will also attract the insects that other birds use. So give them a place to live, give them something to eat, and give them water. If you have a bird bath, birds are different than people. Birds bathe in the same water they drink. Don't you drink your bird water, your bath water, I mean. But birds will do that. I suggest if you have a sprinkling system that you put your bird bath where it can be replenished by the water that you water your yard with. It'll evaporate quickly. Keep your drinking water clean, and you need to scrub your bird baths out occasionally. Do not use Clorox or harsh chemicals or soaps. The best thing is fresh water and elbow grease. Clean it out with a brush. Then another thing I would suggest to you is that you make them safe. If you have windows in your house, which you probably do, keep your curtains drawn. It usually is better for them. Birds see the reflections in the windows of the outdoors and try to fly through it. And we're killing our birds. At 3 million birds a year die in the United States by window collisions from our cars and our houses. It's remarkable. Number 4, if you have a cat, keep it indoors. Do not think that my cat is so sweet and nice, it will not eat my birds. You're deceiving yourself. Your cat is a predator. Keep it inside. And if you say, well, I declawed it, that's not any good. It can still get in a bird's nest and eat the young, and it will. So take care to do that. Another thing I would suggest is that you learn about birds. I believe, like although Leopold said, people will protect what they love. Learn about birds, learn to love birds, and you'll make birds healthier. The next to the last point I want to make is to teach your children about birds. Teach them to love and appreciate birds. We're fortunate in Hot Springs that we're only a half a county away from the Hallberg Ecology Camp. 11 and 12-year-olds can attend the Hallberg Ecology Camp, and it teaches them about clean water, clean soil, plants, birds, animals, snakes, and all of the other things that children will find useful. And there's a brochure. If there's 11 or 12-year-old in your life, make sure they get one of these brochures. Consider sending. If you want to send a child to Hallberg Ecology Camp and you can't, contact the Audubon Society and we award some scholarships. Or if you want to help send a child to the ecology camp, I suggest you donate to that. And the last thing I want to say is I would like for you to consider joining the Audubon Society. Audubon Society does not cost very much to be a member of. There's free bird walks, free programs like the ones you've seen here are given monthly, and we gather together. Together we can do a lot more. I started by telling you that my goal in life is to get as many people as I can, to help as many birds as I can, to be as healthy as I can. And so I encourage you to join with us. If you missed out on my talk, you come and you pick this up. It overlaps. And any of the other things here, feel free to pick them up. Thank you very much. Any questions about birds?
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a birdhouse similar to this. It's got a hinge on it. I was noting what you said about not using soap and whatnot. What's the best?
I'll turn this on.
To clean that out at the end of the season, what's the, just brush it out with a brush?
The best way to clean this out is to just remove the nest like this one was done here, and then if you can get some vinegar and water solution, vinegar is enough acidic too, that it'll clean it out, and then that works real well. Another thing is, even if the birds don't build in it, I suggest you look in it from time to time to see if there are wasps. Wasps sting baby bluebirds and kill them. And so check them out with that and clean them out of the wasp nest and the yellow jacket nest.
Does this not have to be treated lumber?
No, treated lumber has chemicals in it that will...
It's better not to have treated lumber.
Right, but that's the reason I suggest you use old lumber from houses that are torn down because they're not treated. If you use treated lumber, or if you've got a birdhouse that is treated lumber, after it ages a few years, those chemicals leach out, and then it's probably safe, but you should normally avoid it. But if you already have it,